V8 wine. Can we clear it? So, if you've been following along on the journey of the V8 wine, you'll know that we literally took V8 Berry Splash, added sugar, fermented it to dry. I'm actually going to look at the... yeah, on 12/7, it was completely dry. Now, I added some pectic enzyme and some amylase enzyme to it to convert some of the starches and pectins in the brew into fermentable sugar, but also to help it clear. And it hasn't. And that's telling me there's probably something else in the juice, some kind of stabilizer, preventing it from clearing out. At this point, it is wine. And it's actually a tastier wine than I expected it to be. But I would like to bottle it soon, get the fermenter back, and I'm going to have to clear it. So I want to talk a few minutes about different ways to clear a brew. So you will see I have pectic enzyme, amylase enzyme, and they each serve their own purpose. Pectic enzyme helps the pectin in fruit break down. Helps extract more of the essence of the fruit out of it, but also helps clear any pectic haze out. Amylase enzyme works the same way, but with starches, like with potatoes or corn or any of that stuff that you might want to make a wine out of if you want to make a wine out of it. Another simple one is gelatin. Yeah, just plain gelatin you could buy at the store. And this one is great when you have particles in your brew that don't come from the basic fruits or whatever you put into it. Let's say different spices you might put in, or maybe use too fine of a grain of oak for oaking something. This would start to pull that kind of stuff out. Another thing you can use it for is if you put some kind of powder flavoring in and it made it very hazy or foggy. Gelatin works great for that. It's probably not going to work well for this. It's probably just going to settle all back to the bottom and just leave me with a nice little gelatin yeast cake thing at the bottom without clearing this the way I need it to be cleared. So today, I'm going to use Sparkaloid. Sparkaloid is a chemical, actually. I believe they said it was diamite. It is a long word, and it's something I normally don't like to put in brews unless they're not clearing out. It's like a last-ditch effort, last resort. And how you do it is, its instructions say 1 full tablespoon in 1 cup of water for 5 gallons of liquid. I have far less than that. So I scaled this down to a little under a quarter. And what you do is you boil some water, stir it in, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then you're good to go. It can go right into your brew. If you were going to use gelatin, you'd want to use half a teaspoon in a little bit of hot water, same way, and pour it into a beverage, but then you want to keep it cooler. You don't want to do more than half a teaspoon per gallon because you don't want to make alcoholic gelatin or the world's largest Jell-O shot. It's not what you're going for, so you want to scale it down a little bit. And then for the 2 enzymes, if you do them pre-fermentation, at the beginning of fermentation, you can get away with half a teaspoon per gallon. However, if you put them in after fermentation, you want to double that. So you want to put in about a full teaspoon per gallon of whichever one you're using for that purpose. For today, we're going to carefully take off the lid, give this one more good stir, and right in. Now, I am adding about a 1/4 cup of liquid to my brew, which means I might be throwing off its gravity slightly. But the result is going to be a crystal clear beverage that people are going to want to drink, so I'm okay with that. That was really it. Now I'm going to give it about a week and show you guys in a week what it does. I'm going to guess this is going to be nice and clear in a week's time from now. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. As I said from the very beginning of this series, this might never clear. It just might not. The preservatives and all the other stuff that was put into it was meant to keep it shelf stable and opaque. I am fighting those and trying to make a cool wine from that juice, which is not a great idea and not something I recommend, even though I am enjoying the flavorings of this at the moment. But that's really all I got. If you have any questions about clarity, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer anything. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, also write down below. I will get back to you. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like it, or even if you want to see, will this clear? But that's all I got for today. Until next time, guys, I'm Phil. This is Phil with Facts, and cheers.